All right, Witchlings. Today's reading invites us into the sacred dance between longing and fulfillment, stillness and abundance. Namaste calls us to drift among the stars, imagining ourselves floating in space so we can see our problems from a higher, gentler distance. Self-compassion whispers that caring for ourselves is neither self-denial nor self-indulgence. It is balance, kindness, and grace. As we close, we turn to EQ and Shinkichi Takahashi, who remind us that enlightenment is like the wind moving through the branches, ever present, unseen, yet felt in every trembling leaf. All right. Namaste, my witchlings. How are we today? Welcome back to my channel, or if you happen to be new here, hey, hi, welcome. I am Di, your favorite yoga witch, guiding you through Di's daily divinations and self-care. Each day we flow with the sacred spiral, so let's step into today's spiral together. We begin, as always, by lighting our candle. We celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, and milestones of our witchling family. So if you want to be honored, pop over to Patreon and join the coven so that you can join the Discord and fill in your information there. Whoop, whoop. We do not have any birthdays or anniversaries today, so we will simply light our candle today to be a beacon of light and hope in the dark for those who are stumbling and have lost their way. And we also hold our light for survivors and victims of gun violence here in the United States, remembering them in our circle. And now with the lighting of our candle, our circle is closed. We invite the ancient ones and the ancestors to be with us here today. Hello, Hazel. We're doing pretty good. How are you doing? All right. Oh, John doesn't have pumpkin spice coffee, but he has salted caramel. That's good. All right. Namaste, my witchlings, and welcome one and all to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care. This is where magic meets mindfulness, where we weave together the sacred spiral flow, honoring the day, listening to the cards, and caring for ourselves along the way. So go grab your favorite crystal. I am going to yeet a garnet at my child. Light your candle or incense, cozy up with your coffee, tea, or whatever brew fills your cup, and let's step into the spiral of wisdom and self-care together. Don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing, because it helps keep our Witchling circle growing, and it keeps us here and our daily spiral turning. Please. I'm gonna hurt you. So the Spawn came home from his haunt last night and crashed out, still wearing his makeup, and he was just a moment ago standing in the hallway dancing at me wearing his makeup after telling me that he slept like the dead. I love my children. Yeah, he has a skull. His makeup is a skull from last night, so I love my children. Especially that one, because he's just like his mother and insane. So, before we dive into the cards for the day, let's see what holidays today brings. And, of course, check in with the Witchlings in the chat. This season, another reminder, we are doing tomorrow's holidays today, because once we finally get the shorts edited and rounded up and ready to pop up on, YouTube and shiz, it's tomorrow. So, here we go. Hey, Will. So, what are our holidays today? We are starting with National Forgiveness and Happiness Day. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks your heart's cage. Today, choose release over resentment. Let go, breathe deep, and open the door to joy. When you forgive, you make space for peace to bloom. Our next holiday is You Matter to Me Day. Take a short moment to tell someone they matter. Whisper it, text it, or simply smile and mean it. Connection is sacred magic. When we remind others of their worth, we mirror that truth within ourselves. You matter, my witchlings. Don't ever forget that. And then our final one. That's the word. Okay. We have a spoonie holiday. National Trigeminal Neuralgia. Yep, Neuralgia Awareness Day. Wow, that's a mouthful. Today we shine light for those who live with the suicide disease. Trigeminal neuralgia causes unbearable facial pain that few can imagine. Light a candle, speak their names, and send compassion like healing threads through our spiral. We see you, we honor you, and you are very much not alone. Oh, I live with a type of neuralgia myself. I know my pain. I cannot fathom what they live with on a daily. All right. That was our holidays. More coffee. All right, Witchy Mama is very much not caffeinated enough today. I am glad to hear that Amy's nose is doing better. Irish went to a rave-ish. Amy is alive and breathing. That is good. All right. I am warm. I swear. It's the damn lights. I know it's the lights in here, but cheese and crackers. Irish, you need to pay attention to what your doctor says. Sounds like a plan, Amy. Amy's trying to keep the crap out of the throat and hydrate enough that her head stops trying to kill her. I know that feeling. I remembered to use my allergy eye drops last night. Oh no, that's awful but cool at the same time. Irish, awful that the DJ couldn't make it, but awesome that you were able to step in. And we have a Mimi. Yay! Yeah, the man behind the curtain has played DJ many a time. He actually DJ'd his own little sister's wedding. And the fact that he is still alive kind of shocks me, considering one of the first songs he played was Billy Idol's White Wedding. If you are not familiar with the song, that was the 6 a.m. wake-up call that he used to wake everyone up the morning of the wedding. So if you are not familiar with the song, you definitely need to go listen to it and laugh at the fact that a big brother played it for his little sister's wedding. Ooh, we will make sure that we light a candle for your blood tests Friday. May the vampires be gentle. So you're a little skinnier than you should be, but you like food. Oh God, you have a teenage boy metabolism. Eat it all now. Because once you hit about 30, you're screwed. Oh, he says 26. All right, my friends, my darlings, my witchlings, are we ready to move on to the cards? Because they are talking today. I tell you what's the damn truth. One of these days, I will manage to get all of the southernisms out of my vocabulary. Today is not that day. Yes. All right. Our very first card is Someone Has Unmet Needs. I went backwards, son of a bitch. Someone has unmet needs. There we go. Followed by The feelings are mutual. And last but not least, we have destined soul ties. There we go. Ha! We'll figure this two-camera thing out eventually. Someone has unmet needs that stir a quiet longing within their heart, drawing them towards connection. In reaching out, they realize that the feelings are mutual, and through this awakening, they discover destined soul ties, bonds written in the threads of fate. Ooh, who are we finding? Nice. And we have tarot. All right, so we have the 10 of Rods that by itself says... I did say rods. Holy shit. All right, we have the 10 of Cups, which by itself says harmony, spiritual love, close friends, ability to give and receive love, happy families, and support. Next, we have the 3 of Rods reversed, which is probably where I got the rods from. And it by itself says postponement, creative block, delay or cancellation of plans or travel arrangements. And last but not least, we have the 10 of Pentacles, which says financial security, a strong family bond, and peace and harmony at home. So, what do they all tell us together? The 10 of Cups surrounds us with the okay. Breathe, die. The 10 of Cups surrounds us with the warmth of close friends and loving family, offering emotional support, as the 3 of Rods reverse signals a moment of creative blockage or delay. Yet, the 10 of Pentacles assures us that stability and abundance await, financial security and deep family roots, restoring peace and harmony within the home. Ooh. All right. Sounds nice so far. Sounds like good things are coming for us. Am I right? I think I'm right. And now, let's braid the Oracle and Tarot together, bringing their voices into one sacred spiral message. Someone has unmet needs, stirs beneath the surface a whisper of the soul yearning to be seen, heard, and held. This quiet ache becomes a beacon, drawing kindred energy near until the feelings are mutual, awakening the sacred spark of destined soul ties woven through lifetimes. The 10 of Cups bathes this union in light, blessing us with emotional fulfillment and the gentle embrace of chosen family. Yet the 3 of Rods reversed cautions us to pause, to honor the lull before creation stirs anew, for even still waters hold hidden currents. The 10 of Pentacles then rises like an ancestral blessing, grounding this divine connection in prosperity, stability, and the timeless rhythm of love that endures. Together, these cards weave a tale of fated reunion, divine timing, and the alchemy of hearts finding home in one another. Excuse me. The affirmation for today's reading is, I trust the spiral of destiny. Every pause, every meeting, every soul I touch is part of the sacred pattern guiding me toward eternal harmony. Didn't think I was listening so bad today. I'm leaning to the right instead of the left today. That's surprising. Yep, you saw Tookers. He just found Mom again. That is not... Yep, sounds about right, Amy. Yes, the Southernisms. I have said a few times, but I don't know how recently I have said it. I have this bizarre connection to the state of Alabama. Growing up, my favorite country group, and it still is, was Alabama. My best friend for the better part of 30 years, until I realized that she wasn't what I thought she was from Alabama. And then my most recent ex-husband was from Alabama. I have this weird ass tie to that state. And so, yeah, being best friends and married to people from Alabama for as long as I was, I have picked up quite a few Alabama-isms. So, hey. That is true. The man behind the curtain is pointing out that John's run is similar to a bike ride that he and my little brother and the kids have done from about 3/4 of the way to the summit of Snoqualmie Pass, and then riding down through the tunnel and popping out here practically at the house. Okay, you can use that one. That's fine. The rest of them are in the washer. Sorry. Spawn was asking if he could use something to wash his face. One of my cloths. What the fluff? My phone is yelling at me. Yeah, I know. It did. What the hell? Sorry. My phone... Oh, okay. The VA is trying to get in touch with me. Whoa, nope. What the hell? Why was it buzzing? Yeah. Oh, you're good, Mimi. John's mantra for today is when the run leader says hilly run, they mean mountain climbing. We should show John Mount Si. Oh, hey, Will. Yep. So, yeah, yep. So Will gets the Southernisms I use. I have to let my ex-husband, finding out that he was from Alabama, first of all, was amusing because my instant reaction was my best friend's from Alabama. Difference is she's from South Central Alabama, he's from Northern Alabama. I met him in the delivery room after delivering the Spawn. And the Spawn had just come out. It was so recent to my delivery that I still had my epidural catheter. No, he walked in after you were born. I still had the epidural catheter in my back. I'm hearing a different story every time. So, yeah, that was entertaining. So all I knew is he was a shipmate with my buddy and Spawn's bio dad. Did not know what his job was or anything. Amy says hi. Until, God, about 3 months later after he and I had started dating, and I called him at work. He was the exact same rate that I was and my other kid's dad was. So, yeah, that was hilarious. So we kind of decided at that point this was something that was supposed to happen. That was just so much fun. Great guy. Bipolar. And when his bipolar was uncontrolled, he would rage instead of going manic. So that's what ended up driving us apart. But otherwise, hey. You were into pawn, huh? Nice. He got the nickname Spawn because I used to refer to my kids as Demon Spawn because, hi, I'm a demon. And we decided that I was probably going to end up giving them a complex. And so I just stopped saying Demon Spawn, and that one just kind of became Spawn. And it's the hair. And he's a ginger, so, you know, he's a soulless demon spawn. This is his words, not mine. But yeah, I love my kids. They're great kids. Crazy as hell. At least the boys are. The other one might be slightly more sane, but I'm not sure. Oh, thank you, Hazel. My non-biological got them for me. I love them, and they're my two favorite colors. I need to either go get them... Well, I need to get it removed because they have grown out a fair amount. But damn it, I like my pretty nails. I can't do acrylics. Acrylics ruin my nails. Witchy 101 is going pretty well. We are going to be getting the last of the B-roll that we need filmed, hopefully tonight or tomorrow, so that we can get editing. I want to get it released hopefully next weekend at the latest. I say next weekend because this Thursday I am not going to be home. Heads up, there will not be a podcast this Thursday. For those of you who got the mailing, the newsletter last night, I goofed and forgot that Kat is taking me to Gen X Takeover on Thursday. So there is that. I am hoping to get stuff done. What is the darkest magic? There is no dark or light magic. Magic simply is. It depends on the intent you put into it. So, oh, I know. I never goof. Ever. Halloween topic. Yeah. Yeah, sarcasm is the darkest magic. I can see that. Yes, Halloween. Actually, I have a countdown on my phone, on my home screen. We have 25 days till Halloween and 13 days to Man Behind the Curtains and my 14th anniversary. All right, so where are we from? Oh, okay, that's where we're at next. Good to know. Oh, that sounds so cool, John. I have not decided what I want to do for Halloween. I did get confirmation this morning that if we are not vending at the Pacific Northwest Witches Market, Halloween Market, we will be volunteering. I am excited about that. I need to zip an email to the head witch in charge there. Well, a grimoire is honestly just... Okay, we have two things. We have the grimoire, which is typically a book of spells. And then you have your book of shadows that is essentially your magical journal. So... Hey, Andrea! As I said, what people would normally call evil, there is no... white magic, black magic, it is all intent. And yes, there are some people who walk a left-handed path who do the more baneful magic on a regular basis, but that still isn't necessarily dark magic. Case in point. This is totally fictitious. I'm pulling from a series of books I read. The books are the Hollow series by Kim Harrison. All I could come up with Rachel, and Rachel's the main character. So Rachel is working demon magic, right? And demon magic is the black magic that brings the smut, that taints your aura, etc., etc. But the curse that she twists is actually for good purposes, good intentions. No, I do not remember exactly what the curse she twisted was, but it did absolutely no bad. But yet, it was still a curse that caused smut on her aura. So, what you may think of as bad or evil, other people are going to think is great. That's true. Final Fantasy does have a good way of looking at it as well. Amy's cat is saying white magic is using magic to maim, black magic is using the elements, red magic is using both. I actually kind of like that one. But yes. TPS thoughts per second. I have been using the abbreviation WPS. WPM, words per minute, because I'm trying to write scripts for, daily or podcast, guided meditation, etc., etc. I think he did. But I need to have something that lasts at least 45 minutes for some of this stuff. So I'm like telling the program I use to help me write my scripts, I need a script that is going to be at least 45 minutes long, and I read at 155 minutes per or words per minute. Minutes per word. Shut up! He knows. All right. Let's move on to, actually what we're supposed to be doing here, because I have gotten distracted yet again. Aren't I great? Yes, I did say hi to Andrea. Yeah, oh, just got back from a shopping trip. Ooh. You gotta share the haul, girl. All right, let's move on to the self-care portion of this. Wow, I can talk. So, Namaste is telling you to be an astronaut. Imagine that you are an astronaut floating in space. Let yourself be taken away by the view of the Earth from so high above. Imagine the curvature of the Earth as it rotates in space. Now, look for where your home would be from above the atmosphere. Notice how tiny it is. Notice how tiny the Earth is compared to the cosmos. When you look at your situation from this perspective, you may begin to understand how tiny your problems are compared to everything else. This will help you to overcome your problems and be less stressed. I got a comment here. Yes, in the long run, our problems may be small and tiny, but in some ways this minimizes and just utterly dismisses the feelings we have. So be careful not to be dismissive of your own feelings. Feel them, acknowledge that they're there, and then acknowledge that in the long run, what right at the moment feels like it's the size of Mount Fujiyashi is probably more like the size of the mound of dirt in the backyard. All right. Self-compassion. Self-compassion reminds us to find the sweet spot. What is an act of compassion and self-care that you can take today that is neither self-denial nor self-indulgence? An act of self-compassion and self-care that I can take today that is neither self-denial nor self-indulgence. I can listen to my book. I have a novel that I am listening to that I really want to finish. For those of you who are wondering, it's a witchy book. I have it both on audio. Oh, did you forget to grab today's goddess? Okay, so while he does that, I'm going to find the title of the book I'm reading. The title is hilariously funny, too. And I don't know where my hard copy of it is. There it is. The title of the book is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. And apparently it just threw the picture up for a second. Yes, it is a romance. It's a rare, not quite, well, it might, I don't know if it actually counts as a paranormal romance because it is about witches, but yes. Oh no, what, my love? Okay. Oh, for those of you who are watching on the landscape feed, you might get the picture of today's goddess. Might not. We are having issues with OBS big time. Hey, Stranger Things! Oh, but see, distractions. Words have power. Words are what cause the magic. Not yet. I'm not a huge Swiftie, but I have so many friends who are. I will probably be listening to it soon. That's what I just addressed, babe. All right. Shall we move on to today's goddess? That makes sense. Okay, well, I don't think he's clicked it yet, so. Thank you, love. All right, next. We honor the goddess of the day, a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us on today's spiral. All right, her name. I am going to butcher her name because she is a Mexican goddess. Chica is the fiery Mexican goddess of maize, providence, and abundance, revered as both hearth goddess and provider of warmth, energy, and fertility. Yay! Her spirit shines brightly at harvest, embodying strength and community, often depicted with the radiant sun as her shield. She brings not only sustenance through corn, but also the spark of fire, inspiring vitality and perseverance. To honor Chica, you can embrace her through food, flame, and connection. During this season, dishes rich with chili peppers or corn awaken her fiery essence within, while a simple candle flame calls her presence into your home. Look at that. Carrying matches or a lighter can serve as portable magic. Small acts of lighting a flame can summon her strength, enhance communication, and draw her attention to your needs, whether for energy, community, or prosperity. Today's goddess is pretty damn cool, in my opinion. More coffee now. Yeah, Mimi, if you want, we will share today's goddess picture in the Discord. I need to start. I'm a dumbass. Nice. I'm going to start sharing the day's goddess to my socials and the blogs. That will help too. Also, for those of you who are Swifties, one of my staff has shared in my Discord server, I believe it's in the general chat, her doing a Taylor Swift song on TikTok. Y'all gotta go check it out. So pop up to the link tree, join Patreon. You can join for free because Discord gets access to all levels get access to Discord. Hop over there and give her a watch. All right, y'all. I'm on my second cup. You're the one talking about him having coffee at 10 o'clock at night when you and I both make a cup at midnight. You are so one to talk. Oh, yours is at 11. Mine's usually at midnight. Distractions, you are absolutely correct there. In the beginning was the word, but they didn't read it. My brain goes straight to the folk that are, yep, I'm irregular. The irregularity phenomena. We'll need to talk about that. Yes, share that link in the chat. We want to give Liz all of the attention she deserves for this. Well, they can click on the link once we're done because we're just about done. Do we want to hear the moment of Zen? All right. By the way, that is my friend, my staff, my dear sweet soul sisters TikTok from this morning. I know. There's what I'm looking for. All right. Moment of Zen. And finally, my darling dear witchlings, we close our divination with a moment of Zen, a teaching from the Little Book of Zen to carry into your day. We have quotes from E.4 and Shinkichi Takahashi. I got it right that time. E.4 says, "This ink painting of wind blowing through the pines. Who hears it?" And Takahashi, "The wind blows hard among the pines. Listen, you've heard everything." My phone answered itself. I didn't even hear the damn thing ring, and I'm hearing something talking and what? I hate technology today. That, my darling dears, is our moment of Zen for the day. I'm trying to figure out where I was hearing it talking. Bluetooth is connected to devices. Nope. All right. I'm being a dork. All right, y'all. Are we ready to wrap up for the day? All right, my witchlings. It is time for us to wrap it up for the day. So, as we open our candle with the as we open our circle with the extinguishing of our candle, we extend our eternal gratitude to the ancients and the ancestors who chose to join us here today. It is so Monday, I tell you what. All right. So, gotta love the smoke. Before we completely wrap up for the day, I want to remind you all, this channel is entirely supported by the Witchling community. There are 0 corporate sponsors here, simply magic and love. So, go out and spread love, spread joy, spread kindness. There is already enough darkness and hate. Can we try to be beacons of hope and light for those lost in the dark? Tell your loved ones whether they walk on 2 legs, fly with wings, curl up with fur, glide on scales, or tiptoe on paws and claws, that they are precious to you. Moments slip away faster than we expect, and those last goodbyes often come far too soon. And then always, always, always remember, my darling witchlings, you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose here is real, even if you haven't discovered it yet. I was a middle-aged witch before I did. I love you all to bits. Namaste, my witchlings. So, couple of other things here. Let's pop over and join the coven on Patreon for exclusive rituals, behind-the-scenes content, bonus blogs, early access to my classes, and our private Discord. Tiers start at just $1 on patreon.com/DieTheYogaWitch. Would you like to possibly buy your favorite Gen X witch a cup of coffee because Witchy Mama is fueled by caffeine and sarcasm? You can happily fuel my caffeine habit at DieTheYogaWitch, or at buymeacoffee.com/die.theyogawitch. I can talk. And all of the links are available in the description and on my link tree, which is linktree/DieTheYogaWitch. Maybe you want some personalized guidance. Well, book a one-on-one yoga or coaching session, join a workshop, or even explore the rituals and services I provide at yogawithdylin.com. As an ordained minister, I also offer blessings, ceremonies, and custom rituals for life's milestones. I am not going to bother telling you guys the entire schedule for the week because we're in the process of rearranging some things. So, now, let's stick around because, my witchlings, it is time for chilling with the witchlings, Q&A, witchy chats, and some time to connect. But first, we're going to take a short break because I have a feeling somebody needs to go water the tree in the front yard. All right.